So before we jump into the nitty-gritties of trustworthy machine learning, we have some administration to discuss. So let's first dive into the organization of our course. We are organizing the trustworthy machine learning lecture in an inverted or flipped classroom style. What does that mean? That means that we are not actually going to hold these lectures when we meet in class, but instead we record these lectures online and we upload them for you to watch and prepare by yourself. We plan to upload the lectures usually around Wednesday to give you roughly 1 week of preparation time. And then we ask you to watch them and to prepare them independently. The time in the lecture hours that we are together, we would like to use them to discuss your questions about the content. Therefore, it is necessary that each of you submits the questions before the lecture online. And we are going to use the CMS system for that. So we set up this online test where you can submit your questions. And we ask you to do that always until Monday, 5 p.m., such that we have roughly 1.5 days to prepare the questions and then have some answers for you ready during the class. So as an example, if we are now discussing as a first topic, privacy 1, and the office or the lecture hours for privacy 1 are on Wednesday, 24th of April, then we would like you to submit your questions until the Monday before, which is Monday, 22nd of April, until 5 p.m. Regarding where and when we meet, our in-person lectures or in-person flipped classroom hours will take place every Wednesday between 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. in the CISPA lecture hall that is on the ground floor, and we included all address details for you in the CMS. In total, we'll have 12 lectures, including a summary and the introduction today, and we'll be talking about privacy first for the first 2 weeks. Notice that the office hour or the lecture hour for the second privacy is remote due to some collides. And then after we've done with the privacy part, we will jump into model stealing, and we'll look into first the stealing part and then into how to defend against model stealing. On the 29th of May, we'll be looking into model robustness. So we'll see how do models perform against attacks targeted to make them mispredict. And after this first part of the course, we're going to hold a midterm. The midterm will be roughly 30 minutes, and it will take place during our standard lecture hours. And it's actually intended to give you an impression how the final will look like. So you're going to have to answer some questions there, mainly theoretical, and then you'll be graded based on that. Then we are going to go on to the second part of the course, which is going to start with some collaborative learning, and then moving on to fairness and the topic of explainability. Please note that there are 2 weeks of gap between the fairness and explainability. This will give you some time to catch up with the course content and to prepare the assignments. And then finally, we'll move on to the topic of security and governance. And in the last lecture, we will give some summary and give you some time to ask all the questions that you have accumulated throughout the course, such that you'll be perfectly prepared for the final exam, which will be taking place on the 31st of July. In terms of where you can access our material, we are planning to upload all our lectures to YouTube to make them most easily accessible for you. And all the other content will be provided on the CMS. That includes like our lecture notes with the transcript of what we are saying right now and the handouts. If you also want to read further beyond the content that we discuss in class, then you can go to the end of every of our presentations where we include the related work. And finally, all the homework assignments and the grades for the homeworks, the midterm and the end term exam, they will be published on CMS too.
So in total, we also are gonna introduce 4 programming assignments that you have to solve during the course. And they will be following the lectures that are, for example, about privacy. We have up to 2 weeks that you have to solve an assignment. And then the assignments are divided into 4 main sections. So the first assignment will be on privacy, and you will have to implement a membership inference attack and achieve the highest attack success rate. So in this assignment, we will give you a model and a list of data points. And your task will be to determine for each data point yes or no, meaning if data point was a member or non-member in this given model. Second assignment will be on model extraction. So we'll offer a machine learning model over an API, and you will extract the model behavior. So in this assignment, you will upload a PyTorch-based model, and then on our end, we will check how close the uploaded model is in terms of the predictions to the victim model that we exposed via the API. The third assignment will be about robustness. So your task will be to train as robust as possible model against the highest number of adversarial examples that we will generate. Then you again submit a PyTorch model, we load that model and run our attacks. So your task here is to create a model with the highest adversarial as well as clean accuracy. And the final assignment is about fairness, where you have to train a classifier that has the highest demographic parity. So in this assignment, you also submit a PyTorch model, and we assess how fair this model is. We'll provide detailed descriptions on a CMS regarding every assignment, and the assignment will be organized in a hackathon style, where intermediate solutions will be uploaded by you, and we evaluate them. And then we also have a leaderboard for you to check how you compare with other peers in the class. And regarding grading, final submission will be placed in the final leaderboard and evaluated based on the results obtained in the leaderboard and submitted code. All submissions must be made in terms of exactly 2 participants. And to find a partner, please use our Discord channel. So each assignment will be counting to 10% of the final grade. And every week, the questions will be submitted and graded with 1% for each of these lectures, totaling to 10% of the final grade. The questions will be graded on relevance, originality, and relation to the course content. And the questions will be regarding every single lecture. For the midterm, we have the count of 10%, and this will be seen as a help on understanding how the final exam could look like. And finally, there will be this final exam that counts towards the end for the remaining 40% of the course grade. So please use the Discord channel to get in touch with each other, find the homework assignment partners, and ask each other questions to help understand the content of this course. And if you cannot resolve a certain problem, then please email the instructors, either me or Francisca, and we will help you to resolve these issues. And please include in this subject of the emails TML24 in the square brackets to make sure that we can process your requests in a timely manner. So the course currently is limited to 40 people, and we have a long waiting list with students who are interested in taking this course. So if you're registered and decide for whatever reason that you won't attend the course anymore, please do register to leave the spot for the students who are waiting on this waiting list. So with that, thank you for your attention, and we are glad that we will soon see you in the course in person. Thank you very much.
Thank you.